How are you, my dear friends, Taurus? Taurus, welcome back. This is going to be a general reading for our friends Taurus for the end of October, beginning of November. End of October, beginning of November. For our friends Taurus. Okay. Being general reading, we're going to keep it nice and simple. There's no point going in depth because I'm reading for the sign and not for anyone in particular. When I read for a specific person, address bottom left, as you can see, that's a totally different story. We go really, really deep, all the details. So this type of reading, the best approach is it's more a matter of guessing, because there's no way that 700 million Tauruses around the world will have the same day at the same time, right? So just say, if there is a message, let me have it. Thank you. Simple as that. Okay, present, past, future. This card is extremely important, and the 3 cards following it. Simply because this is the overall theme of the reading. Okay, so you ready, Taurus? Taurus, got some good news coming. You've got money coming in. It's a good sum of money. You might be buying or selling something, most likely selling, but it's also about improving your future, meaning your financial future, meaning you're taking courses, seminars, specializations. Perhaps you're going from a department store manager to a store manager. So from you managing an area in the store to the entire store. In other words, you're going up, you're leveling up. Absolutely. Money is coming in. Now, there was a disappointment here. There was a disappointment. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do because you are dealing with a soulmate, yes, but you don't know what to do. In other words, to be with them, you have to give up something else. And that's what's holding you from, I think the right word, the right definition would be suffering in silence. Anyways, we're going to look into that again. But remember this, suffering in silence, simply because in order to be with them, you will have to give up something else, which is very precious to you. So that's what's you're suffering either way. But you're setting that aside. So, like I said before, you have an increase in money coming in. It could be through different things, but your money is going to go up. Now, the last 3 months, again, you focused on material things, and most of all, you're giving yourself peace. Yes, you are making financial decisions. Look, perhaps what you were doing before, the place went out of business, or they told you they don't need you anymore. Perhaps they removed the cashiers and they put robots instead, or, automatic deals. In other words, your services are no longer required like it was before. So you have no choice but to specialize onto something else, which is still needed nowadays. At the same time, you're finding inner peace. As you can see, this is a single cup. In other words, there's no one else involved but you here. You're looking after yourself financially, physically. Perhaps you join a gym, perhaps you're going for walks, perhaps you're doing a little bit of exercise, but you're also eating well, and you're sleeping a little bit more. So you are in the process of self-love. Beautiful. I love that. Present. Oh, I told you. You remember I told you that there is a soulmate in your life, but there are things holding you or stopping you from being with them 100%. So let's see what's stopping you. So this is actually more than a soulmate. Let's see what's going on. This is your Adam, your Eve. This is your true person. Soulmates is trial and error until eventually they get together for good. But this is, you went through all of that process. You know this is your person. All right. Page of Pentacles. You might meet them at work, perhaps in school, taking a seminar, in a bank, buying or selling something. Absolutely. I told you that to be with them, something else is going to give. In other words, you're going to have to give up something else, and it could be very costly, emotional wise, not necessarily financial. This is not about finances. This is a heart. That's got nothing to do with finances. I can feel what it is, but I don't want to spell it out. You're going to have to figure it out yourself. To be with them is going to really test you. That's all I can say for now. And so you miss them. You miss them because you're going to have to make a decision one way or the other. Here's the offer of love. Absolutely. But it's going to cause problems. It's going to cause problems with what you have right now. There are people that are going to really, really stop you, try to stop you, and make it difficult for you. So a lot of thinking. Again, you get money coming in. Wow. Okay, well, you're going to take the long, slow road. That's what you're going to do. Okay, so put it this way. Yeah, because they make you feel like you're cheating, you see? So you know where your heart is at, okay? Let's just recap this. You know where your heart is at. I told you before. But to be with them, you will have to upset a lot of people or other people and yourself. So in the meantime, you're suffering in silence. And you really miss them. You already met this person. You already know who they are. You really, really miss them. And they come forward and they make you a love offer. This person is very honest, very straightforward, nothing to hide. They are who they are. They don't have to play games. And so now you're faced with having to start something brand new. After a lot of thinking, you're going to have to start a brand new lifestyle. Are you willing to do that? So that's what you're faced with. But in the end, you decide to go the long road. In other words, you don't want to upset anyone right now. Say, okay, well, we're meant to be anyways. Perhaps we'll have to stay, apart from one another for a year, 2, 3 years until something else develops. Perhaps you get children, still small. Perhaps you're waiting until, I don't know, your kids get married or they go to school or whatever. You don't want to upset the situation you're in right now. Perhaps you have a parent that you're looking after. It could be anything that putting your personal love ahead of everything else will upset so many other things. So you are doing, I don't know if it's the wise thing, but to you it's wise anyways. You are playing it safe. And so you're going the long term. You're going, I know they are my person. They're going to go anywhere. So they're not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to wait and take it easy. And in the end, you might be right. In the end, that could be the right decision. Let's see the next 3 months. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. Exactly what I said. You are very wise, Taurus. You are very, very wise. You're making long-term decisions. You are willing to go the long term. And you know how to get what you want. In the meantime, you're going to improve your finances. You're going to improve your physique. You're going to improve your mindset and the way you eat and the way you sleep. And yeah, you made some long-term decisions, no question. You know that what's yours is yours. You're not worried about it. So what's yours is yours. In the meantime, you're looking after yourself, and you've manifested this situation. So you know that It is yours, okay? I'm not going to go anywhere. Now, let me pull 3 final cards. Yeah, let's use a different deck. And then we're going to get several messages. So, signs you might be dealing with. We have Virgo, we have Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius, fire signs, and perhaps Cancer. 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, there you go. See, you're going to be together. Don't worry. You're going to be very, very happy. And then you're going to celebrate. And you manifested this. I told you before, magician. So you manifested this. So you got every reason to be happy. Okay, every reason to be happy. You go in the long term, but you're going to get what you want. You're going to be happy family. You're going to celebrate. Yeah, this card here could be either celebration or cheating, mainly. It depends on what's next to it. So in this case, we got 2 very positive cards. So this becomes celebration. You know, the achievement, these 3 sisters are drinking wine at the end of, they gather all the grapes, So now they're celebrating the wine that they produce. So it is an achievement. It's the end of hard work. It is, now you can relax, in other words. And you've manifested all of this. Congratulations. Love message. And then we're going to pull 2 other messages and then the yes or no coin. As you can see, this is a general reading, so I'm just keeping it general. There's no point saying you're going to lose a job, you're going to get married, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, because who am I talking to? When we do a personal reading, it's a totally different story, okay? Retreat. So you're going to have a nice talk with this person. You're going to say, you know what, honey, right now, you know I love you, and you know that we are soulmates. You know that we're destined, but right now I have to take care of other things first. Oh, don't worry. Take your time. We are in no rush. We're going to end up together regardless. So don't worry. Do what you need to do. So they're not pushing you at all. This person is very understanding. Very understanding. So you're going to see, look, like I said, you're going to take some time apart and you're going to have a very nice conversation. See, there you go. Heart-to-heart conversation, just like I said. Now, let's see if there's any other messages or recommendations from the universe, or if anyone would like to send you a message. Yeah, 2 messages. All right. Oh, give me a break. Did I say anything? I guess not, eh? So, it was my fault, but I blamed you. So, you have a message from somebody else, someone. It doesn't matter, really. It was my fault, but I blamed you. But this is the important card. So this confirms what I just said the last 10, 15 minutes. There you go, my dear friends. Now, your soulmate loves you, accepts you, and respects you. So they said, don't worry. We're going to be together anyways. So let's not worry. Do what you need to do and do what I need to do, and I'll see you soon. Your answer is, think of your question, your answer is no. So don't do it now. Don't do it now. Let things evolve naturally, okay? If that's your question. Thank you, my dear friends. Have you subscribed to the channel? Would you mind, please? It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps. Really, really helps. Thank you. See you soon.